Holidays around the world. Holidays around the world. Focus question. Why do people celebrate holidays? Introduction. People all around the world love to celebrate special holidays. As each month comes to an end, we turn our calendars and look for the holidays that will come during the new month. It seems that there is no time of the year that holds more holiday excitement than the time between November and March. It is a season of holidays. Holidays during this season are usually filled with traditions. Traditions are things that people do because the people before them did those same things. Traditions are passed down from one generation of people to another. Holidays are usually happy times. They are times when friends and family get together. People celebrate with song, dance, and lots of good food. In this book, you will read about many of the different holidays that kids just like you, from all around the world, celebrate during this season of holidays. Ramadan. Each year, people who belong to a faith called Islam set aside an entire month to observe a time called Ramadan. Islam uses a calendar that is based on the moon. Ramadan, the ninth month of the calendar, begins with the sighting of the new moon. During this month-long period, people read the Islamic holy book, the Quran. They also pray and fast. Muslims who fast do not eat or drink during the day. According to Islamic tradition, people cannot eat as long as there is enough light to see the difference between the black thread and the white thread. Each morning before the sun rises, most people eat a small meal. At sunset, the fast is often broke with fruit called dates, followed by sunset prayer, and then dinner. Friends and relatives often eat together. The biggest day of celebrating comes after the last day of Ramadan. Families and friends join together for large meals and cities hold festivals. The tradition of fasting serves many purposes. It helps remind the more fortunate people of Islam that there are people who are always hungry. It reminds them to give thanks for what they have. It also reminds them to be generous and share their good fortune with those who are not as fortunate. Ramadan is a time to think about one's life and go to good deeds of others. Do you know? One Ramadan tradition began with a king who would go out to look for the new moon that begins the holy month. Children went out with the king, carrying colored lanterns and singing songs to guide the way. In some places today, children carry colorful lanterns into the night and sing songs at the start of Ramadan. Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a holiday celebrated by Jewish people who practices a faith called Judaism. Judaism also uses its own calendar. The Hanukkah falls into the third month. The eighth day holiday begins in late November or in December. Hanukkah is known as the Festival of Lights. During each of the 8 nights of Hanukkah, Jewish families light candles held in a special candle holder called a menorah. The entire family gathers each night for the lighting of the menorah. A menorah. A menorah holds 9 candles, one for each night of Hanukkah, and one to light the other 8 candles. The ninth candle, called the Shamash, sits taller than the others. On the first night of Hanukkah, only one candle and the Shamash are lit. One each of the next nights, one more candle is lit until on the last night, all of the candles are burning. As part of the Hanukkah tradition, people also give and receive gifts throughout the 8 days. Usually, children got one small gift and a little money each night. They are encouraged to give at least part of the money to others who are less fortunate. People donate their homes in blue and white. They play traditional games, including the game of dreidel, which is played by spinning a 4-sided top with different Hebrew letters written on each side. Winning the game depends on which letter is showing when the dreidel stops spinning. Families and friends sing songs and eat delicious, rich foods made with or cooked in oil. Potato pancakes and jelly-filled pastries are among the favorites. Do you know? Latkes are one of the traditional foods of Hanukkah. They are pancakes made from grated potatoes mixed with eggs, onions, and flour. They are fried in vegetable oil until they are crispy on the outside and soft inside. Latkes are served hot and many people like to dip them in applesauce or sour cream. Christmas. Christmas is a special holiday celebrated by people of the Christian faith. While it is officially celebrated on December 25th, it has become filled with activities that begin well before that day. In this way, Christmas is really a holiday season that lasts 4 days or even weeks. It is the biggest Christian holiday of the year. Most people who celebrate Christmas bring an evergreen tree into their homes and decorate it with lights and ornaments a week or two before Christmas Day. They place brightly wrapped gifts under the tree. They open the gifts either the night before Christmas or on Christmas morning. People also hang little lights in and around their homes and decorate with red, green, and white. Christmas is a time for many traditions and activities. The Christmas season is a season of giving, not only to friends and families, but also to people who are poor or in need. Toys, clothing, and food are collected and given to those who have very little. Many cities and towns have fairs, celebrations, and parades. On Christmas Day, Christians visit with family and friends, open presents, and eat special foods, especially sweets. Many Christians go to church on Christmas Day or the night before. They sing songs and pray that others will be safe, healthy, and happy during the holiday season. Kwanzaa. Each year from December 26th until January 1st, many African Americans celebrate Kwanzaa. It is not a holiday connected to a specific faith. Instead, it celebrates African American history and the many contributions of Africans and African Americans. Many of the traditions in Kwanzaa come from the harvest celebrations on the continent of Africa. Kwanzaa is 7 days long. At the beginning of the holiday, families set up a table or shelf with a special mat, candles, and a bowl or basket festivals. These festivals celebrate a good harvest and the other accomplishments during the year. Families also display 1 ear of corn for each child. Homes are decorated with streamers, balloons, and flowers of black, red, and green. On each night of Kwanzaa, someone in the family, often the youngest child, lights a candle in a special holder called a kinara. The candles are red, green, and black to match the colors of the African flag. On the 6th day of Kwanzaa, family and friends come together for a big meal. They pass a special cup around the table. Families tell a traditional African American story or share something about American history or culture before everyone takes a sip. Gifts are often exchanged, and children usually receive a book, toy, or video that teaches something important about life. Chinese New Year. Many Chinese people celebrate a 15-day-long holiday known as Chinese New Year. The holiday is based on the Chinese calendar and begins on the first new moon of the new year. During the 15-day Chinese New Year celebration, people do many things they hope will bring them good luck during the coming year. They clean their homes from top to bottom, decorate with flowers, and put out a special tray of candies. Red and orange are the lucky colors for Chinese New Year. People wear red clothes and eat foods such as oranges. They decorate their homes with red pieces of paper printed with good luck sayings. They also give gifts of money in red paper envelopes. The biggest celebration comes on the 15th night. In cities and towns, people play games and light fireworks. Dancers in costumes perform the flashy lion dance. Friends visit each other and wish each other well in the coming year. At the end of the celebration comes the dragon parade. Everyone gathers to watch the parade and people sing and dance. At the end of the parade, a beautiful lucky dragon made of cloth dances down the street. Families celebrate Chinese New Year in a variety of ways. Some families honor members who have died. They have a large dinner for the spirits of the dead and for those still living in order to honor family unity. All of the festivals and traditions of Chinese New Year welcome the coming of spring. Do you know? Many East Asian and Asian communities have New Year celebrations that begin with the first new moon of their calendar. The holiday is often known as Lunar New Year. Some of these celebrations share traditions with Chinese New Year and take place around the same time. Other cultures have their own ways to celebrating Lunar New Year. Holi. Holi is a holiday celebrated by people of the Hindu faith. Most Hindus live in the country of India. Holi is celebrated during the first part of March on the first day after the full moon. Holi is the festival of colors, and it celebrates the return of spring. It is a time filled with games, sports, and mischief. Everyone is allowed to break the rules, play pranks, and have fun. Bright colors play a big part in the holiday festivities, and they cover everything in sight. People wear brightly colored clothing and decorate their homes with colorful fabrics, powders, and dyes. The night before Holi begins, people build big bonfires, sing, and dance. All throughout Holi, children and adults alike play rowdy games. People chase each other and try to spray each other with colored powder or water. Boys and girls split up and have contests with each other. Many people wear white clothing so that the splashes of color will show up. Enemies try to forget their fighting and be happy together. New Year. People all over the world celebrate the New Year, no matter what country you live in or what religion you belong to. The New Year is the time when you celebrate the passing of the old years and the coming of the new. On New Year's Eve, many people stay up until midnight to greet the new year. They count down the last seconds of the old year and greet the new one with exploding fireworks, shouting songs, and all sorts of merriment. New Year's parties are common everywhere. They are filled with colorful pieces of paper tossed into the air, noisemakers, and hats. People sing songs with wish their friends good luck in the coming year. It is also a time when people make resolutions, draw promises to themselves that they will do something good for their health and well-being. Conclusion. People around the world celebrate many different holidays. No matter what place, faith, culture, and the culture they come from, all holidays have many things in common. They all celebrate family, friends, sharing, and love. Do you know? Many other cultures around the world celebrate the winter solstice, the day when the sun is the farthest south in the sky. In the northern hemisphere, it is the shortest day of the year. In the southern hemisphere, it is the longest day. Native Americans, ancient Europeans, and hundreds of other cultures celebrate the winter solstice as part of honoring the cycles of nature.